everybody. I'm Cassandra, and today we are going to fix an end. So this end got ran over by something. I don't know if it's a tractor or the payload or either way. I can't attach it to a sprinkler anymore. So you're going to need a knife, a replacement end. This goes with it. It's a clamp to hold it onto the hose, and a screwdriver. First thing you're going to do is take the end, the knife, and just cut it off. If it's cold, you usually don't have issues doing this in the summertime. We are in early spring, so it's a little chilly. Not bad. But you will need something to warm this rubber up with. Whether that be a torch, a bucket of hot water. Don't touch that, actually. And this knife has cut enough hoses this spring already that it doesn't really want to cut through the rubber very well. There we go. So you're just going to cut that bad end off. Then, where'd my end go ever? There it is. Newer hoses are easier to do this with just because the rubber's softer. If you have an old hose like this is another one I'm trying to repair. The rubber is super stiff and it doesn't give very well. This is a newer hose that I'm fixing, so hopefully it won't be as difficult. You're just going to stick that end in hot water. If you have a torch, you can very carefully kind of just rotate the end and warm that rubber up. And then it helps if you just kind of start at an angle and just start twisting. Once you get it started, it actually usually slides in fairly easy. It's just getting it started. However, make sure your hose is actually good. If it's going to break and crack, this is not quite warm enough. It's not worth it because you will not get that end back out. Once it's in there, it has barbs on it that keep it from pulling back out. Most hoses have some sort of pressure with them. There's quite a bit of water pressure pushing back on this end. There we go. Almost there. Alright, got just a little bit further to go. We're going to go ahead and take these apart. So this is off of a hose that the hose just completely crapped out on me. Got old enough it wore out and it's too beyond fixing. So I just stole the ends off of it. You can pick these up at your local hardware store. There's different brands. The ones our hardware store carries are called Gilmore. There we go. There. You're gonna want that shoved in all the way to the end if you can. Then it's pretty simple. You just attach it, clamp that on there. You want to make sure you're on the metal, or not the metal, this is actually plastic, but on the hard piece. Set the top on and start screwing it down. One caution when you are reusing hose parts is sometimes these little attachments in here, right here, this can actually crack and break. It doesn't always, and it doesn't always, even if it does crack, it doesn't always affect the hose. So if you feel it start to crack, just stop tightening it. The good news is this piece is easy to replace. You just unscrew it, pop a new one on there. So if it doesn't wind up working, just replace it. But if you're cheap and don't want to go buy a new hose or hose end, this is a really easy, simple fix. And I now have a working hose.